play in order to express how discontent he is with the team? It's actually pretty reasonable when you think about it, but purposefully missing team flights, wearing other teams' jerseys and interviews, but that's the number 45 jersey that Jordan wore when he came back from playing baseball. Doesn't matter. You don't wear other...
All right, welcome back to another After Dark, everyone. Hope you all are having a good night so far. Hope you guys had a good day. I had a request to check this out, and yeah, I know I've not been talking about the Jimmy Butler thing, just because the whole thing is so childish to me. Like the way Jimmy's acting, and I don't know, man. I'm just not a fan. It's just really, really childish. Him dyeing his hair different colors to represent the teams he wants to play for. Him wearing like, I think it was orange or purple shoes, representing that he wants to play for the Suns, and all this stuff. I'm just not a fan of it, so I haven't been talking about it. But I had a request to check this one out by Commissioner Dynamo, and I'm a big Dynamo fan, so if you can put a funny spin on it, I'll probably enjoy this one. So this is Jimmy Butler is why it's snowing in Florida. And yes, that is just a typical everyday Dynamo, what do I want to say, title for a video. It's always hilarious. If you guys haven't checked out Commissioner Dynamo's channel, I highly recommend it. As I always do, probably the funniest YouTube content out there when it comes to basketball. And I'm linking the original video down below. So if you guys want to check out his channel, go for it. If you want to watch this video without my commentary, go for it. The link is right down there in the description for you. Everybody else, please leave this video a like. I appreciate you all every time. And let's have some fun.
Jimmy Butler, if you are watching, you are not helping yourself, my brother.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful.
There's just no words to describe it. Snow on the beach, who would have thought?
Pat Riley is still in denial, but since he won't let me go to the Suns, let it snow.
Fine. We'll talk about it. All right. So the Suns, we traded in our 2031 draft pick, a first round draft pick, for two upcoming first round picks, right? And I believe it's like 2025 or I'm sorry, would it be 2026 and 2028, something like that. So like two more recent ones. And the rumor is we got those draft picks so we can trade those draft picks for Jimmy Butler. God, I hope it's not true, because we finally got some picks back. We got rid of all of our picks for KD and Beal. So like, please just keep our picks so we have a future. I don't think Jimmy Butler's going to fix any problems we have here. Like, I really don't. That's not the answer. We need a big guy.
And then sooner or later, the whole truth will come out.
You can't handle the truth.
Because it begins and ends with you being a spoiled brat.
There it is.
The Miami Heat have suspended Jimmy Butler again for continued patterns of disregard to team rules, insubordinate conduct, and conduct detrimental to the team, including missing today's team flight to Miami. Let me redact Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler's name. Does this not sound like it's referring to has-been Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, or Zion Williamson?
It does.
But no, this is Jimmy Butler we're talking about, who shall now be referred to as Jimmy Tantrums.
Yeah. I know what I'm expected to do while I'm here, and try to do that to the best of my ability.
Stop lying.
Tobias Harris has more points, rebounds, and blocks than Jimmy Butler this season.
Oh,
What?
damn.
Well, it's only because
you can't say Tobias Harris over me anymore. Damn. Yeah, by the way, since when... This is an epic pause. Good pause screen right there. Take it in. By the way, since when are we really at the generation where throwing tantrums, misbehaving, and like basically not doing your job anymore, which is what Jimmy is being suspended for, not doing the primary functions of his job as a teammate, as a member of the Miami Heat. That's the way you're trying to advertise yourself to all the other teams out there. Like, look, you guys want me? Come and get me. I'm free. I want to leave here. Come and get me. This is how I'm going to act on your team. Like, does this not compute for anybody? That this is not a good idea? That's not a good look? Maybe, request a trade, make it public, and then, That's it. Wait for the trade to happen. Because, you know, it's like you falling in love with the girl who's always cheating, you know? So like she's cheated on like every partner she's ever had, but you think she's going to be different when she's with you. Come on now.
Jimmy Butler's been suspended. Whose fault is that? Look at him pout and mope. He's not even trying to hide the fact that he don't want to be there. When he came back from a 7-game suspension, he was loudly indifferent. Look at this. His fellow crackhead Tyler Hero couldn't even brighten his day. Everyone's trying their best to lighten the mood, and Jimmy isn't trying at all.
I want to break free.
I want to see me get my joy back from playing basketball.
Jimmy, you're making $48 million this season, Jimmy.
Yeah, where's the joy?
And you are dating Shakira. What man can't find joy from dating Shakira?
Don't you see, baby, this is perfection.
That don't make any sense.
I'm seeing people blame Pat Riley for what, doing his job? I believe 7 games was a bit excessive. But when you take into consideration that Jimmy basically outright said he wanted to be anywhere other than where he currently resides, as well as lowering his play in order to express how discontent he is with the team, it's actually pretty reasonable when you think about it. But purposefully missing team flights, wearing other teams' jerseys and interviews, but that's the number 45 jersey that Jordan wore when he came back from playing baseball. Doesn't matter. You don't wear other teams' jerseys after requesting a trade.
No kidding. The hair wasn't enough. The shoes aren't enough. You're doing jerseys now, Jimmy? I didn't see this before.
I don't care if it's a Jordan jersey or Washington Generals jersey. All this says is that you identify with everything else except this organization, and you are further disrespecting us. But yet we're supposed to facilitate a trade to the destination that you want?
You've changed. I don't know you anymore.
These are Sith activities. When it comes to basketball...
You brought him here to kill me. Oh, man. How many Star Wars fans do I have in here? How many Star Wars fans are subscribers? Man.
Sith deal in unprofessionalism. What's so hard about showing up to work and doing your damn job? And while you do that, we find you a trade destination, preferably one that you want.
Yeah.
You've done right by me, I can do right by you.
Absolutely.
And particularly in that instance, because I don't believe Pat Riley and the organization have done right by Jimmy as much as they could have. But two things can be true. I believe they didn't do right by Jimmy, and he isn't doing right by them. It's almost as if he's returning the favor. But it's not like the organization did him dirty. There have been so many players before Jimmy that were given nothing in the way of help at all, and those same players were then expected to lug around a bunch of paint cans to the playoffs every single year. Jimmy was never in that bad of a situation to act like this. And even then, it's not professional to act that way. Jimmy has now lost around $2.4 million when you add in the 7 games he was suspended for.
But wait!
Apparently, Jimmy can get most of that back anyway. So you mean to tell me that breaking team rules and going against your very contract as stipulated by the NBA itself, you still get paid?
That shit is crazy.
Cannot play $20 million worth of NBA games and still get it back. Zion can eat $200 million and still get it back. And Brittle can outright declare, no, I don't plan on playing back-to-back games, and still get paid in full.
Why not
Where
me?
is the IRS?
What's
going on in this league cannot be legal. How many Hughes y'all got on payroll? He ain't doing nothing but laying there. And I gotta pay him $200 million? My God. How does anyone take this sport seriously anymore?
I don't, Dynamo. I don't. It's a joke.
It's perfectly fine. I'll save it for part 2. And I've warned you, NBA, for the better part of this entire channel's history, not to cross me again. But you refuse to adhere to my warnings.
Do it,
if
sequel.
1 belt isn't enough, 2 belts ought to do it.
Oh, damn.
Double penetration.
Riley shouldn't have even let him back in the first place. If you're willing to suspend him for 7 games for something that has been so egregiously stated to the media and him not wanting to be there without expressly saying it, because doing so would net a player around $150,000 fine. Just sit him for the rest of the time until you trade him. Don't bring him back. He's averaged around 13 points these past few games that he's been back. The man is going out of his way to not give a damn or try. He is a net negative to the team. Since Pat's old school, he's probably saying, well, I'm going to make you do the thing you don't want to do, which is play games.
That's why I kind of agree with what Pat's doing. It is an old school thing, but it's like, all right, you made the bed, now lay in it, you know, because it doesn't work that way. You just demand a trade and all of a sudden we're going to bend over and give you everything you want. No, man, I got to think about my future. So you don't want to be a part of that future? Well, I got to figure out a place for you to go that's going to give me enough good pieces where my future is not screwed up now. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry, buddy. You probably shouldn't have made such a spectacle publicly about this. But since you did, well, you got to wait until I find a trade, man. You know, we're not at the trade deadline yet. So now you got to be patient. And while you got to be patient, yeah, you got to do the little walk of shame and suit up and still do your job. Or you could quit. Those are the options here. But if you want to trade, well, you got to be patient, bud.
But if he's negatively affecting the team, now this turns into a war of attrition. This is some teenage rebellion shit. Go to your room. Okay, I'll go to my room and loudly blast music.
Yep.
Disrupting peace and prosperity throughout the house. But I'm in my room, so what more do you want? Well, you take the music away. Now let me just bang my head up against the door repeatedly. I'm in my room. I'm not leaving my room.
Yep,
This is so lame.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Episode of Super Nanny.
What I see with Dylan is a 7-year-old boy who's restless and bored. He's got nothing to do all day, so he acts up.
Dylan makes too much money to give a damn. Dylan, we're taking a flight to Milwaukee. Please don't be late. Dylan, when you play in these games, you actually have to try your best, not just give half effort, Dylan, okay? You know what? Fuck you, Dylan.
I'm a child.
Jimmy has been brilliant throughout his tenure with the Heat, but this sullies that. I really hate that we have to bear witness to some really great players leave in such an unceremonious way that we then question if their jersey deserves to be retired or not. I know Jimmy's is going to be regardless, but there will now forever and always be a contingent of fans that have animosity or ill will towards him and how he left.
Yeah.
We see fewer and fewer.
Look at James Harden, the way he exited Houston. That whole getting fat thing. Like, what the hell? Who does that? And then who takes him after that? Like, that's a crazy thing. Who takes a guy like that?
Normal conclusions to player and team relationships nowadays. Can't be a normal breakup. Be like, yeah, we kind of fell out of love with each other, so we went our separate ways. No, your ex has to slash your damn tires on her way out. But then she expects you to hang her panties up in the rafters? Relationships and organizations are two entirely different things, you may say.
I don't think they're going to retire his jersey, by the way. I don't recall them winning any championships with Jimmy Butler. And this is hard for me. I was a Jimmy Butler fan.
Yeah, fair, understandable. But don't expect me to do that anytime soon for you.
Nope.
I may hold off on that for a great many whiles. And if you have a problem with it,
you should have thought of that earlier.
No kidding.
Tell me what you think about this situation, though. Am I being too critical of Jimmy? Do you think this is mostly Pat Riley's fault? And is he the missing piece the Phoenix Suns need?
No.
Comment below, let me know.
No.
Thank you all so very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you are new.
Yes.
I am back from being sick, and I will see you all on the...
Man, a lot of us have been getting sick. Like this, since December. I guess it's just winter stuff. I had a cold pretty much all of December and like half of January. I'm feeling all right now, but a lot of other people I know are getting sick. It's pretty wild. But it seems like all of us who are getting sick, it's like it's lingering on for weeks. That's the weird thing. It's not like a 3-day cold and then back in business. It's like 3 weeks of just an annoying sickness. Anyways, couple of things. No, I don't want him on the Suns. We have enough problems here. I don't want him here. I don't. 2, that's a hard thing for me to say because up until like this season, I was a big Jimmy Butler fan. But I kept noticing that he kind of tanks it. Like when he gets to the finals, he crumbles. And I've noticed that happening sometimes deep in the playoffs too, where he just kind of falls apart and he gets really passive. So he's not the guy I thought he was, and now he's acting like he deserves that special treatment of being that guy, you know, like the way he's going about his business here, like basically walking around like his shit don't stink. But it's not like he's won multiple championships or even won. He's never really got it done, and he's older now. You know, like it's not adding up for him to be in this position of power, because now he's old, he's on his way out, and he's never quite got it done, so he never quite proved it. It's still like we're judging him off of potential, but he's never actually, you know, he's never really met that potential and rose to the occasion. I'm not a Jimmy Butler hater. I just don't like the way he's going about his business right now. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like seeing this in professional sports. They should be acting like professionals in professional sports, and this is very childish behavior. So no, I don't want his behavior coming to my team. I don't, because it's probably gonna ruin. Not like we're doing great right now, but whatever we do have, it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse if we bring another personality like this. Yeah, it turns out Jimmy Butler is not Michael Jordan's long lost son. I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, everyone, I'm out of here. Go support Dynamo's channel. It's a 10 out of 10. This is a great video. Welcome back, Dynamo. Glad you're feeling better. Love the videos. You always freaking crack me up. Everybody have a wonderful night. Like the video if you haven't done so. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this, and hit that bell notification if you want to get notified for my next video. Everybody have a wonderful, peaceful night. Stay healthy, and tell your loved ones you love them, all right? And don't act like Jimmy Butler. Good Lord. Unless you're like 11, 12, then yeah, go for it, man. Go for it. Live it up during that time. But if you're past 18, grow up, man. Stop it. Get some help. Peace out.